Well, hello, friends. Welcome back to the channel. It's Angela, the Traveling Crafter, and I am actually doing some traveling crafting. And this is the last video before we depart back to home base. And I thought I would finish it up by doing a little bolo book slash show and tell with some things that I've been creating while I've been traveling. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. And thank you to all of you who are new to the channel, who have been around for a while, who follow us on the Makers Market, as well as our live sales and craft and chats. We appreciate you very much. One thing I will ask for a little bit of grace, especially if you are new to the channel and just stopping by for the first time. This isn't my normal filming setup, and the sound is not the best. I will try as hard as I can to make some adjustments in editing, but I'm not guaranteeing anything. So please accept my apologies in advance. Well, I thought we would start off by talking a little bit about the bolo. Specifically because this is a book that I keep in my traveling craft bag. Now, this was a gift from my dear friend Kara at Paper Confessions with Kara Mia. She shared this from her personal collection, and it's something that stays in my bag because it has so many opportunities to use and to craft from, and to do some mindfulness exercises and journaling, etc., etc. So it is, again, called A Book That Takes Its Time, and it is by Flo. Flo does magazines as well. An unhurried adventure in creative mindfulness, and this is from 2017. I do have a copy, a personal copy that I keep on my bookshelf and refer to often. But for example, these are called Note Cards for Beautiful Moments. And I know you can't see the entire book, so you'll have to, just kind of trust me on this. But these are all perforated, and you can pop these out. Wouldn't these make cute little tucks and pockets? Obviously, I've used some of them. So there's all of those, and there's different exercises, 9 ways to promote anticipation. It's wonderful. And then back here, and I have shown this, so I won't take a ton of time. There are, this is cardstock. This has a thing for cutting and pasting. There's, did I take them all out? Oh, there's these little postcards in case you want to mail something while you're on the road. I may have taken some of, oh, there are papers in here too, but I think I took some of them out and used them. Maybe when we do our flip through, I'll be able to show you. But that is my bolo for today. If you have never participated in a bolo, I would encourage you to perhaps share some of your favorite bolo, which stands for be on the lookout for, books that you love to either read and or craft with, and share those using the hashtag and tag me if you wish, so that all of us can find those bolo books that we may be interested in. So the reason I decided to share this with you is that I had, this is a piece of cardstock, and I think this will be cute in one of my journals. So I wanted to save it and put it aside. And I had this little piece that I was going to use for something, but what caught my eye and why I decided it would be good to kind of revisit this bolo is this. And I'm going to read what it says exactly, but the most important part of this whole page is to celebrate the wait. And, I'm not going to get terribly philosophical with you right now, but what I do want to say is this timing could not have been better for me. And it says below there, we want to see a movie, and ta-da, we download it. We're craving strawberries. They're available, even in the winter. We want to see our friends across the world. Skype. We hardly have any time to savor anticipation anymore. Celebrate the wait. So this was kind of a get in check moment for me. I have been working towards, and you will see, I do my goals I revisit my goals every single month. This year, I'm doing a quick little tag journal so that I can also participate in something called Tag Your Turn, which is hosted by Carrie at the Paper Monkey, one of my dear friends. And my word of the year is to be intentional. Well, that sounds all fine and good, but I've learned recently that my patience for accomplishing some of my goals has not been ideal as of late. And I had a goal set. Let's just say I have many goals set, but one of the goals that I had set for myself uh, was 10,000 subscribers. Now, initially, my goal was to get to that way later than what I think is possible now. For whatever reason, I had an uptick in subscriptions and views, and bless you all for helping me get there. It's exciting. But now that I am just about there, my patience to get there, I'm like, okay, when's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? That's just one example. I could give you many, but I suppose that if you just take a moment, you probably all have one of those. I can't wait till this time, and it could be even if you have small children. Oh, I can't wait till they're out of diapers. Oh, I can't wait until they can talk. Wait, celebrate the wait. That time goes so, so fast. And sometimes, uh, the best things can happen when we choose to wait. Or what do they say? If one door closes, a window opens, right? So maybe there's a reason that I haven't hit that number as quickly now that I've readjusted my goals as I would like. And I need to learn to celebrate the wait. So, just my little thought, food for thought for the day, but a great book and a great reminder out of that book that kind of ties it all together. So, there you have it. Well, what do you want to see first? Do you want to see the things I've worked? Let me show you just a few quickies of things, and I have one more that I want to show you of things that I picked up on this trip. And I came on this trip knowing that I was going to do my weekly live sale with Carol. But we had to adjust it because of our schedule. And I did not want to change it from a Thursday, our schedule being mine. So I decided, let's just have a little challenge. Let's not take any of the items that I've just recently curated from estate sales, and let's leave those at home for later sales. And instead, let's just shop, and everything that I buy, when I buy it, I will be mindful of it will go to our live sale. Well, it was slim pickings on day one, and I was a nervous wreck. There will be a vlog about it. And I thought, well, crap, if I don't find some stuff to sell, I'm gonna have to start selling Dave's clothes out of his bag when he's not looking. But lo and behold, I did go to a wonderful place that I will talk about in another video, and was successful. And so here are a few little things that I picked up for myself. One, I don't know if you've seen these before. They're different. I thought one of them was clear and one of them was this yellow color, but not so much. But they are these strips that I think would be so cool to put on. Like, I know this is a belly band, but to put on here just as a tab sticking outside of the journal, leave it like this, sew on it, add some paper to it, sew that. I just, because they were so large, these were things that you may see in like attorneys' offices, doctors' offices, things like that. So these are 6-inch strips. So if you ever find those, I would say pick them up for sure. The other thing that I was so excited about, and I'm going to show you some items that I've actually used them, are these cute, adorable vintage key tags. Now, I bought all that was left, and I think there were maybe 6, and I will have brought these to the live sale already. But I used a few of them, and here's what I love about these. Can you see that little the way that the clasp is on there, it almost looks as though it's a paper clip, and it works sort of like a paper clip. So, and plus this box is just so cute and itty bitty. So I'll show you a couple of things that I did with that. So keep your eye out for those. That's another bolo, but not books. I did pick up some mouse paper, a tablet of writing paper, and it's just got a cute little mouse. I don't know how old it is, but I loved that it was yellow. Yellow for me is something when I see it, I pick it up right away. So I got that, and it came with, I didn't even open this up. Oh, these are just the envelopes. Where are these from? 16 mouse envelopes, 1978. So that was exciting. That made me happy. Because you know how I like me some mice. Well, I don't like real mice, but I like I like these. This is something else I thought you might be interested in that I have not. I don't know if I knew what it was called. It's tracing paper. Basically, it is called canary paper, and it's by Speedball, and it comes with in a big roll. I've already put the roll. Well, here, it's right here. This is what it looks like, and I did keep the plastic piece that says canary paper for sketching and tracing. And to me, it feels very much like the tissue that is in a sewing pattern, but it's yellow. And so I used that in a couple of projects. And so if you ever find that, and again, it's Speedball, so you can probably find it now, and it's probably not inexpensive at, say, art supply store. The next thing I actually got two of these. One of them is coming to, will have come to the sale, but I kept this one for myself, and I did some just really simple things. This is shiny, but I mean, can you not even handle how gorgeous these pages are? So I'll show you some of the things I just really quickly whipped up for examples. But I really like this book, and it's called The Designer's Guide to Color 2. And I think the other one was the first one. Oh, this is cut out. Oh, cut it out here, and then you can, it's an extension of the first book, a careful, thorough look at more complicated color examples. And it is, oh wow, 1984. Holy cannoli. All right, so 1984, there's what it looks like on the front. So I picked that up for myself. And then finally, the library is about less than a block away from our Airbnb in this cute little town. And so I went over, I called, and they were doing a make and take to make bookmarks, which I ended up not doing. I did think about doing it. But they said that they had an ongoing like area for book sales. So I went in, and there wasn't much, but luckily I was able to get not one, but two of these. So one I brought to the live sale, and this one I am keeping. You know that we just did some Dolly journals, and I was aware of the book. I did not have it, but it's essentially all of the lyrics to Dolly Parton's Coat of Many Colors, which is one of my favorites from her. And it has a great lesson about, how excited she was that she got to wear this beautiful coat that her grandmother made, or her mother made. And the kids all made fun of her because, she had this crazy, crazy coat. And they didn't really understand, but the best line of the whole thing is, they didn't understand, and I tried to make them see that one is only poor only if they choose to be. So it was it's a cute book. I will probably just keep this. Maybe someday I'll have some grandbabies and I can share it with them. Someday. It will be probably a long time from now. But there you go. So let's take a look. I'll just do these in small stacks at some of the things. I'm going to have to adjust this before our live today because it's not looking as good. as I'd like. I just, I threw some paper, I always carry some large book pages. So I'm in a shortage of belly bands. These were kind of fun. I'll put this aside, but these were from a kit of die cuts that I just threw in my bag, and I didn't really like the colors. I worked on them a little bit when Carrie and I did our last craft and chat, and they weren't my favorite. And so I used the napkins that Pam Van E had sent me that I brought with me and just quickly covered a bunch of things like this into making it into something beautiful. This was, I bought a lot of sewing patterns while I was here. I only kept the one. It was in pretty bad shape and it only had their little faces. But I thought these girls were cute and I thought I could do some chroma collage. I thought I could make, like we have done before with the sewing patterns, turning them into dresses using fabric. If you want to know more about those, check out my unique ways to use sewing patterns in your journals or sewing notions in your journals. That was just, this was just a piece from Carrie, and then I had that sticker, so I popped that on there. A couple of these things might have been from the Craft and Chat. That was from an embroidery book. Here you go. Here's some examples. This is one that was, I left as it was. I didn't mind these colors, but then all of these little tags and pieces I covered real quickly with that napkin as well, just to zhuzh it up. This one, I used that sticker book that I have in one of the die cuts. This was something I had done before when I was on the road. There's some more. Oop. Tags. These were, I wish I could remember what these were from. Some vintage or antique book, and I just kept them like that, and then I just covered them with a napkin, more napkin. But you can just really transform something. This is napkin. This is more of that pattern paper from that book that we dismantled. I did a lot of napkin folding. This one, again, same thing. And just used just what I had on hand. This, I think, I can't remember if this was in what Pam sent me or if this was one that I had in my traveling crafts. But I just added a few little things to this envelope pocket. This I had already started. I just folded it up. It's a pocket. I just stuck some stickers on there. I was trying to get rid of that sticker page that I had. This was a Roxy's weekly challenge. So I did a template, and then I made a few of these, and I think they turned out super, super cute. With my own little twist and version. These digitals were from Took's Craft Table. Here's another one also from Took's. This one I did a pocket and then did that on the back. So those turned out really super cute. These I did, and I did a 5-minute craft video that will be upcoming. If you haven't seen that yet, and actually it might have already aired, as well as I made these. So I did a tutorial on those as well. And then let's see, what else do I have? I have 2 more piles. Lots of collage. I had a bunch of collage that I then turned into, I had some scraps and just slapped on some things on top of those collage boards that I had taken apart. So I finished those up so they're ready made. That one I think I might have done on our craft and chat. A few of these I think got snuck in there. I mean, I don't think I really need to do a tutorial. It's just a bunch of scraps onto another scrap, and I turned it into a belly band. But I used kind of this one, there's no one particular shape. They're kind of some squares, some rectangles. And then these I made these on our craft and chat too. Just some little words. I made them into tags and stuck them on there. Another one like that with the Just Be. More collage that I just cut out. But as you can see, easy stuff. I didn't do anything to that apparently. More collage. This was just a scrap of this, so I made it into a little pocket. that was just a piece of craft paper, decorated craft paper, and some stickers. And those, I have an ephemera book that I keep in my bag. You've probably seen it before. And I stuck that in there. Uh-oh, hopefully this didn't get stuck. That's just, I didn't do anything to it, but I made a bunch of these pockets and stuck some things. Oh, and then I had dismantled a book that I got at the library sale. And so I used some of those little pictures in there to decorate some of these. And I really like using these kind of things. This pocket I made, these are just pieces of paper I popped in there. I love this font. This was kind of fun. This was from one of the magazines as well. But then the back part of this pattern, I just popped the measuring piece on the front and then backed it like that. So that was, I liked that a lot. I do have words that say Stitch Fix on them. And I thought that would be cute. But for now, I just left this. And this is another from that, I think it was from the same book. This is so cute. I can't wait to use it in, I need to use it in a big journal. As you can tell, it doesn't even fit on the screen. But I saved that. This was a scrap from one of a book that I dismantled. This I just made into a pocket. This one I did in the craft and chat too. I think that got stuck in there. Another little pocket. This is from the Junk Journal Studio. And then this I had done on Carrie and I's craft and chat. And then I just added the big bouquet. So all of those. And then if you tuned into the live sale, you probably saw some of these. I did a few examples just so that others could see what these items could be used for, the things that I was selling. So I did a journal card, a belly band, and a tag. This I'm selling, or I sold a bunch of these really cute envelopes, all different colors. And so I just showed how I used Tukes Digitals. Here's one of those little tags I put on the end of a paper clip. Here's one of those tags. That didn't sound good. What's that noise? That I actually clipped on instead of dangled it. And then this was some fabric that I was selling, some vintage greeting cards that I was selling, and I just showed how I used that as a tuck instead of a card. And this was also some fabric that I sold. And so I just wanted to have some examples of these dry cleaning tags I sold, this fabric. So lots of things I did. I did this great big one. This was fabric I was selling. So I just kind of played, and with no real, schedule, purpose, or agenda. I just had fun with it, and it was truly a lot of fun. So that is it for today's show and tell and Bolo books. If you have something that you want to show and tell, you have a couple opportunities. First, I'd suggest using the hashtag show and tell, or if it's Bolo books, you can use Bolo books and show and tell if you wish. But also on the Makers Market, which the description is there if you aren't already part of our group, where you can buy, sell, and just interact with all of the fabulous people there. There's a show and tell, and you can post your photos of anything that you're making. So it's pretty fun. And if you haven't already, I encourage you to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you're up to. Let me know what your favorite thing was in today's video, and we will talk to you next time. Until then, as always, remember to take time to just be. We'll see you soon. Cheers.